59, ready. 5, 25, 51. Bravo.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Switch.
Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the 2nd level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, wahoo! Quo.
From the 50, it's Long. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Quo. Hey, touch.
Throwing again is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts, to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he's looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, Pollard, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Take me up. Here we go.
Hey, South.
Tighten up. Check. Lucky.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, exit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
20, 21.
Now it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taken in at the 22. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 11B. Go.
Now Love. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 52. Showing it. Begin. Jim.
3rd and long. It's locked. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
We got 4. Sponge. Right. Hey, switch gears.
On.
Check 43.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check your hot read.
Strong right.
Shit.
A shotgun snap for Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the twist.
51, sub. Hey, orbit. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. Back 25. Hey, 59. Ready.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Haywood.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I'm 11.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on, D. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike. Whoa. Blue down.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Check out. 1, 6, 3. On.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, check 24. 24. Hatchet. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st down, Ryan.
Partners, a lot of...
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
21.
Check 24. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Check.
Here we go. Kill.
Hey, wait.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Small.
Press down.
They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Fair catch. Made it at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
12. Go ahead.
Throwing now, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Mike 55.
Got it.
Here we go. Mike 55.
Get out.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, box truck.
Check 55 to Mike.
Yeah. Hey, check Mike. Watching you fly.
Hey, pick your...
Here's Ryan. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now is Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Five.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You're right.
Hey, South.
Mike 55.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
second and 10.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You don't want none. Kill.
Go. He's coming. We got double up.
Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield.